Faith in Action East Bay celebrates all the ways our leaders, local organizing committees, and community members have lifted their voices for justice in 2021. We know a lot is on the line for immigrants. We remain fighting for pathways to citizenship with actions, vigils, and educational forums. After a pause at the beginning of the pandemic, our Ceasefire night walks have resumed with growing participation from neighbors, congregants, and community leaders. We held our first night walk in Contra Costa County this year, and we are holding trainings to educate clergy on how they can influence the reduction of violence in our cities. We are working to keep people housed with education campaigns for emergency rental assistance programs, legal aid, and financial assistance, as well as advocating for eviction moratoriums. This year, we also received a grant from the Sierra Health Foundation to improve vaccination rates and vaccine access with education campaigns, incentive programs, tabling, and pulpit announcements. We continue working on the issue of illegal dumping that mostly affects communities of color. We are holding ongoing meetings with neighborhood leaders and civic officials to make our streets safe and beautiful. Organizers from Faith in Action East Bay are making the Mobile Assistance Community Responders, or MACRO, project a reality in the city of Oakland. We continue to advocate for expanded funding and resource allocation for MACRO while beginning to advocate for MACRO programs in Contra Costa County. The Interfaith Coalition for Justice in Our Jails, a table of Faith in Action East Bay, is working to achieve transformative change within the Alameda County justice system. This dynamic group is listening to the voices of the incarcerated, ensuring that every eligible person leaving our jail has the opportunity to leave with health insurance, improving treatment for people with mental and behavioral health issues, creating community-based oversight of the sheriff and Santa Rita Jail, and gearing up for the 2022 election cycle education and engagement. We know that there's a lot of work for all of us to do in the upcoming 2022 elections. However, we are veterans at getting out the vote, and the recent recall election was no different. We worked vigorously at educating voters and inspiring voter turnout that ultimately ensured the will of the voters would be honored. This fall, we lifted up our voices together to advocate for the lease renewal of the Community School for Creative Education. The Oakland Board of Education extended the lease until 2024. The next 2 years will provide stability and time to plan for the long-term future. None of this transforming work would happen without nourishing our communities and generating healing connections on an ongoing basis. The Belong movement overcomes division and racial anxiety by bridging across race, faith, and status so we can create the conditions that allow our families to thrive. This year saw 6 new Belong circles taking place over Zoom. All of our successes are made possible by continued expansion of our base and deepening engagement of our local organizing committees, or LOCs. Our coalitions also include 5 strengthened school relationships and new clusters of churches working together. We are also proud to announce our first youth local organizing committee. We celebrate the work we've done together this year and look forward to continuing to lift up our voices for justice into the year ahead.